Yes, I hope that you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir. It is audible.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. So first of all, thank you very much for giving a very detailed introduction of myself. So I'm very thankful to you, and I'm also thankful to IFET, College of Engineering, to provide me a second time a platform to interact with the people on this topic of Tableau. Yeah, so without further wasting our time, let us start the session. And just for the people who are here as a participant, I would like to brief you that, like as Sir told, that I'm regularly conducting the webinar. So yeah, my focus is more on the big data. So normally I conduct sessions on introduction to big data, and I also conduct workshop on Power BI, yeah, which is another visualization tool. I think so in the initial session you must have got that information that Power BI is the competitor of Tableau. So I'm regularly conducting 10 hours workshop on Power BI, as well as now I've started also with Tableau. Yeah. So thank you very much. And meanwhile, I'll start with a small presentation, but meanwhile, I have already attached one data set, that is Global Superstore 2016, in this chat box. So please download that data set. Yeah. And we'll be using the same data set for our both the sessions of today. Okay, great. So let us start. So, sir, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. It's clearly visible, sir.
Okay, good, good. Great. So, yeah, this is the course, Tableau Data Visualization Tool for Researchers. Yeah, this was the last time which I conducted the same session on 31st of July. Sorry, I did not change the date. Nevertheless, sir has already given the introduction, so I'm not focusing on that. And just to tell you that I'm coming from Baroda, and for like 15 years, I was a professor in various institutions within Gujarat. And my last assignment was in my home city, that is Baroda. And suddenly in 2016, I thought to leave the teaching field and then join the, I would say, the corporate field. But before that, I wanted to do some proper master program in data science, because in 2016, I was hearing a lot of things about big data. So then I went to this Bologna University, yeah, in Italy. It is considered as one of the oldest university in the whole world, yeah. And there I did my 1 year full-time master program in data science. And then I came to Germany, and then I'm working over here. I also got this experience as a content manager, training and community in Continental AG. Yeah, Continental, you know very well, famous for tires. And currently I'm working as an IT trainer and data analyst, say as a on a freelancer basis. Yeah. And during my tenure as a professor, I was also very much active with the, I would say, the international tie-ups. So say one of my university in Baroda, we had international tie-ups with the German university. So I could also, I first of all, I came here as a guest professor in Germany. I was here for 2 times, and I conducted sessions for the German students, definitely. Then later on, I went to Poland, so Polish students, and then I also have gone to Slovenia. So I have conducted all these sessions. Yeah. Great. I hope that the things are clear. Yeah. Yes, it is the Superstore data set 2016. Yeah. That is the data set which I have attached in this chat box. Yeah. Okay. So now the first, today, the first session will be on this advanced charts in Tableau. And here what I'll be doing, that I'll be giving you a little bit of theory about the different charts that we'll be covering in this session. And simultaneously, we'll also go back to the Tableau, and there we'll be creating the chart. And then after this session, I'll be going for the next session, which is the dashboards and stories. Yeah. So let us start with the first one, that is advanced charts in Tableau. Now the first chart that we'll be creating, it is known as Gantt chart. Yeah, definitely you must have heard this Gantt chart. And here it is the pictorial view of Gantt chart. Now it is named after its inventor, Henry Gantt. And it is a useful graphical tool which shows activities or tasks performed against times. So on the left hand side, you can see that we are having the different weeks. Yeah. Sorry, on the this x-axis, yes, definitely we are having the week, and then on y-axis we are having the different activities that will be performing for a particular for completing a task. Yeah, so normally it is used in project management, and it is a visual representation of a project where the activities are broken down and displayed on a chart, which makes it easy to understand and interpret. Okay. So it is very clear, and whenever you are having a pictorial form of your project management, then it is very easy to understand. Yeah, even for a layman, it is easy to understand. Okay, so this is all about Gantt chart. Now let us move to Tableau. Yeah, let me share the screen. I think so again. Okay, so I hope that you are able to see my screen. Now, already I've given you this global superstore data set. So now, first of all, we'll be connecting this data set with Power BI. Yeah. Now this data set is in Excel. So to connect the Excel data set with Tableau, you know very well that we have to click this Microsoft Excel. And then we are having this Excel data set, that is Global Superstore. I click open. Yeah. Now on the left hand side, you can see that in this Superstore data set, we are having these three sheets. One is for orders, second one is for people, and third one is for returns. Now here we'll be only using this orders data set. Yeah, just the orders data set. Now on this area, yeah, here we are having that it tells us that drag the tables here. Okay, so we'll be using this first one, that is orders. So let us drag this orders data set over here. Yeah, just drag this orders data set over here. And then below we are having all the information about this orders data set. Now what columns we are having over here? We are having row ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, segment. Then we are having the postal code, city, state, country, region, market, product ID, yeah, category, subcategory, product name, sales, quantity, discount, profit, shipping cost, and order priority. Yeah, so this is a large data set. So this is just only for the orders data set. Okay, we have not considered these people and returns data set over here. Yeah, so I hope that you are with me. So we are able to see here the data set. Now let us start creating the Gantt chart. So we click on this sheet one below. Yeah, now you must be knowing definitely all these things. Now Gantt chart. Okay, so to create a Gantt chart, first of all, what we do that we drag this category to rows. Yeah, now let us see here in this, we are having these tables. Yeah, so dimensions and measures. Yeah, so the first one is known as category. So what we do that we drag the category to the rows. Okay, we have dragged this first one, that is category, to the rows. Accordingly, in these dimensions, we also have a subcategory. Yeah, over here below. So we also drag that subcategory into the rows. Okay, so category and subcategory. Yeah, and here you must be seeing that Tableau is putting all these fields or all these dimensions in the alphabetical order. So it is very easy for us to get that name. So category and subcategory to the rows. Now, here we want to prepare a Gantt chart. Now, here we are having two dates over here. Yeah, so we are having the ship date and the order date. So order date means the date on which you have placed the order, and then ship date is when it is shipped to the customer. Okay, so we would like to also see that what is the difference between the order date and the ship date for a particular order. Okay, so what we'll be doing, first of all, that order date, it's the starting point. So what we'll do, we drag this order date and we put it over here in the columns. Yeah, we select the order date and we put it over here in the columns. Okay, so we are having this kind of data. Okay, or sorry, this kind of visualization. Now this is not giving us anything. Now what we have to do is that first of all, in this order date, yeah, where we have in the columns where we have selected this order date, we click this drop down arrow over here. Yeah, now by default it is taking us year, but instead of year, what you have to do, you have to select this day. Yeah, so you have to select the day, that is this day, not this one, but this one, the second one, day. Yeah, so just click on it, and then you are getting this kind of, I would say, the number of order dates. Now, as the data set is very large, so we are having it is starting from, like, say, from 1st of January 2012, and I think so it is going till 2016. Yeah, so it's a very large data set. Now, what we do that we, instead of having this much large data set, let us focus on a particular, say, for example, a quarter. Yeah, so I would like to prepare a Gantt chart for the date period starting from 1st of January 2012 till 31st of March 2012. Yeah, so it's just 3 months. So then we will be able to see this Gantt chart in a proper shape. Okay, so what we do now, that in this order date, again in the on the top, in the columns where we have put the order date, we click it, and then we select the filter. Yeah, again I'm showing, we go to this order date, click on the drop down arrow, and then we click the first option, that is filter. Yeah, filter. Now here we are having these options, that is relative dates, range of dates, starting date, end date, and special. Now I would like to have the range of dates. Yeah, so here say by default range of dates is selected. Now here below we have to give this what is the starting date and what is the ending date. So starting date is already over here, that is 1st of January 2012. Now the end date I want 31st of March 2012. Okay, so simply I can also drag this one. Yeah, or here directly you can select the first. Here it is 12. 12 means it is a month. Yeah, so it is month, day, and year. So instead of 12, I write down 3. Yeah, then 31st, it is perfect, the date. And then instead of 2015, I write down 2012. Yeah, from here also you can select the date in this calendar. So my date range is from 1st of January 2012 till 31st of March. Yeah, here the month is coming first, then the date, and then the year. So 31st of March 2012. So this is I've taken a very small range. Okay. So I hope that this is clear. Yeah, 1st of January 2012 to 31st of March 2012. Okay, and then once it is done, I click apply and OK. Yeah, so now here we are able to see something. Yeah, so these are all the order dates, and this is just for one particular quarter, that is from 1st of January 2012 to 31st of March 2012. Now order date we are having. Now we would like to create a bar. Yeah, because normally in Gantt chart, as you must have seen over here, that we are having this bar. Okay, so the bar is created based on the starting point and the ending point. So starting point in our case, we are already having the order date. This is our starting point. Now we have to go for the ending point, and we have to also mention that how much will be the width of this bar. Yeah, that we have to calculate. So here we are having all the order dates. Now we have to do a calculation. Yeah, we have to calculate the duration. Duration means the duration between the time period between the order date and the ship date. That we have to calculate. And then once we put that duration over here, then we'll be able to see the bar. Yeah, the starting point is the order date and the ending point is the ship date. So to create this duration, that is, we have to create a measure over here. Yeah, it is a measure. Now, I don't know whether in the previous session, whether this measure has been covered, but if not, don't worry. To create a new measure, we have to click on this drop down arrow over here. You can see my pointer. Yeah, this is the drop down arrow, which is next to the search. Yeah, on the right hand side of the search. So you click on it, and then you click this create calculated field over here. Yeah, create calculated field. Yeah, so we are getting this a blank calculated field. Now on the top we have to write down the title. So we give the title duration. Yeah, duration. Now below we have to give the formula. Now here, if I want to know the duration, then I have to go for a function known as date difference. Yeah, date difference. So if I write down date, simply date, and then here I get all those various functions, that is date, date add, date diff, date name, date parse, etc. Now we want to select the date difference. Yeah, we want to our duration or the length of the bar is dependent on the difference between the ship date and the order date. Yeah, so we select this date difference or date diff. Yeah, date diff. Now inside we have to give this information, that is which date part you have to select. Yeah, which date part, then start date, end date. Okay, now date part. Now we want to calculate the date difference based on the day. Yeah, the day, not the month, not the year, but the day. So we put in inverted comma, this single comma. Yeah, and then we write down day. Yeah, like this one, day in inverted comma, then a normal comma. Yeah, so our first part is over, that is date part. Yeah, we have written day. Then here we have to mention the start date. Now start date is our order date. So we just write down ORD. Yeah, as soon as we write ORD, we get this order date, the first option. We double click it. Then we put comma. Yeah, comma. So order date, it is done. That is the starting point or starting date. And what is the end date? End date is our ship date. So I write down SHIP. And then I get this first option, that is ship date. Yeah. And here the last one is start of week. If I want to specify that, okay, it should start from this particular week only, then we have to mention it over here. Otherwise, here in our case, we do not require this thing. So this is our date difference function. We are having the date part. We have to select is day, that we have written day in inverted comma. Then start date is order date, and the end date is ship date. Yeah. So I hope that this is done. Yeah. So date difference, and what is the title of this measure? It is known as duration. So once, and here it is also, this is important, like here it is saying that calculation is valid. Yeah. If there is any error over here, then definitely it will show us that error, that there is some error. So we click on apply, and then we click OK. Yeah. So as soon as we do this thing, then you can see over here in this measures area, we are having this new measure that is known as duration. Yeah. Duration. Now this duration, once we have created this duration measure, we drag this duration and we put it in the size over here. Yeah. Once again, I'm repeating, I'm selecting the duration measure, and I'm putting it over here in this size. Yeah. These 5 buttons, these are very, very important. Yeah. So then we get this Gantt chart. Okay. This is our Gantt chart. Yeah, if you put your mouse over here, we are getting different duration, yeah, for different category and subcategory. Yeah. So this is how we can prepare a Gantt chart. Now, here we have taken the duration that is starting from 1st of January 2012 to 31st of, now here, yeah, this is important, like here it is showing us the duration, it is going beyond the 31st of March. If you remember that we selected the end date for our for this filter, it was till 31st of March only, but it is going beyond it. Yeah, because the ship date was later on. Yeah, okay, the ship or say the orders were shipped after 31st of March also. Yeah, so that's why it is showing us till this 24th of April something, or more than 24th of April. Yeah. So this is how we can create a Gantt chart. Okay. And if you want to increase the filter over here, the date filter, then I can click on this filter. I click on this drop down arrow. I say show filter. Yeah, show filter. So on the right hand side, you can see that we are having this filter. And now here, I can increase the range. Yeah, like this. Okay. So it is up to you how much you want. Yeah. So this is how we can prepare a Gantt chart. Okay. We are having categories, subcategories, and the order date, and plus this is the duration over here. Yeah. Great. So any question over here? So if there is no question, then we can go further. Yeah. Now after this Gantt chart, now we'll be creating another chart that is known as packed bubble chart. So here it is showing the picture that how this packed bubble chart looks like, and here it says that the size and optionally the color of the bubbles are used to visualize the data. So normally we are having this different kind of bubbles, and bubbles are based on the size of the bubbles is based on the measure that we take over here. Different bubble sizes are useful to visually emphasize specific values. Yeah, so which is bigger, which is smaller, which is doing good, which is doing bad, that we can see over here. It is often used to present the financial data. Yeah, so mostly used for the financial data. So let us see over here in our Tableau. Now, as we have created, this is our Gantt chart. So below where this sheet 1 is written, we double click on it and we can write down the name of this chart, that is Gantt chart, just for our reference purpose. Yeah, on the top bottom corner, left bottom corner over here, Gantt chart. Yeah. Now we want to create another chart, so we go to the another sheet. This is our sheet 2, and in sheet 2, first of all, instead of sheet 2, let us write down the chart name, that is packed bubble chart over here. Yeah, so the first one was Gantt chart, the second one is known as packed bubble chart. Okay. So here, first of all, what we do, currently we are having this blank space. So first of all, to create a packed bubble chart, we drag this category to the columns. Okay, drag the category, the first field to the columns. And second one is in this dimension area, in this measures area, we are having the sales. So we drag the sales, yeah, we drag the sales and we put it in the rows. Okay, so what we do, we select the category, we put it over here, and then we drag the sales and we put it over here in the rows. Yeah, sales is in the measures area and category is from the dimensions area. So here we are able to get this simple bar graph. Okay, but we do not want to have this one. So now if I want to convert this chart into a packed bubble chart, okay, then over here on the right hand side we are having the show me. You must have definitely used it. So if I click on show me, then here I am having this packed bubble chart. Okay, you can see my pointer. This is the packed bubble chart where we are able to see these different circles. So we click on it, this packed bubble chart from the show me. Now this show me, I'm just clicking again. So now it is gone. So now here we are able to see the packed bubble chart. Okay, but this is a very simple one. Here we are having the 3 categories, that is furniture, office supplies, and the technology. Okay, and it is shown with the 3 different colors. Now here we'll be putting some different values. Yeah, we want to make or we want to have more bubbles over here. So what we do, first of all, we select the market. Yeah, we select this market from the dimensions area and we drag it in the details. Yeah, we drag the market and we put it over here in the details area. Okay, market to the detail. Now we are able to get many bubbles over here. So we are having this different, now market, if you see, if you put your pointer anywhere on this different bubbles, then we are able to see, let's say for example, here I'm able to see the category furniture, market is US and Canada, and it is showing me the sales. If I put my pointer over here, then this is category is technology, market is Latin America, and sales is this much. Yeah. So now that 3 bubbles have been divided into almost like 12 bubbles. Yeah. Or more. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, so 15 bubbles here there. Yeah. So 15 bubbles have been created. Any question? Okay. So this is our, these are the bubbles based on the category and market. Okay. Now currently we are able to see if from this screen I am able to see just the name of the category, but I am not able to see the name of the market. Okay. If I put my pointer anywhere on this bubble, then I'm able to see the market. Yeah. This is known as a tooltip. This white box, this is known as a tooltip. So in tooltip, I'm able to see that which market it is belonging. Yeah. But if I want to also see over here in this bubble, the name of the market along with the category, then what we can do that we select again the market from the dimensions area and we put it on the label. Yeah, we put it on the label. So now you are able to see that even if I don't put my pointer over here, I'm still able to see that, okay, this is the technology. This is market is US, Canada. This is furniture, Europe. Yeah, the smaller bubbles, it will not show you those information because of the size, but all the major bubbles, you'll be able to see both the category as well as the market. Yeah, so you can use this label very much, yeah, to get that information. So this is about the market. Okay. Now, if you want to have more over here, yeah, then yeah, now currently here we are able to see the different colors. Yeah, these are based on the sales over here. Now, if I want to see these colors of these bubbles based on the profit, yeah, based on the profit, then how I can do it? Okay. So now what I do that I select this profit and put it in the color. Yeah, I drag the profit and I put it in the color. Okay. So now I'm able to get this information about the profit also. Okay. So as you can see over here that this dark bubble, this dark blue bubble of technology and Asia Pacific, then it is having the highest profit. Yeah. Then this office supplies Europe, then we are having technology Europe likewise. Okay. So here this smaller bubble, that is this Africa and furniture category, here it is having the lowest, I would say the least profit over here. Yeah. So this is how we can use the things. Yeah. So this is the color. Now, if we are not happy with this blue color, then definitely on the right hand side where we are having this some profit, yeah, some profit, we can click on this drop down arrow over here on the right hand side. We click on the drop down arrow, click on edit colors. Yeah, click on edit colors. Now here it says palette automatic. Now instead of this automatic, I click, and now here I can either use single color or two colors or something like diverging. Yeah. Let us take, for example, I select this red and green, or sorry, green and blue diverging. Let's say, for example, okay, green and blue diverging. Okay. Now I click apply. Okay. Now here we are able to get a combination. Yeah. So this dark blue color, again, it is having the highest profit, and the lightest green color, yeah, these are having the least, sorry, the darkest green color. Yeah, the darkest green color is having the least profit over here. Yeah. So this is how we can change this color. I request everybody to please keep your microphone off. Okay, great. So this is our pack bubble chart. Yeah. So I hope that this is clear. Okay. Now here we can go for more things also. Yeah. Instead of like here we have already put the market and the category. Then we can also put the ship mode. Yeah. We can put some other things like country also if you want to go into detail. So many things we can do it. We can have more bubbles over here by adding more and more dimensions in the details area. Yeah, but let us keep this as simple as possible. So we are able to get a lot of information from this pack bubble chart also. And especially as I said that in the presentation that it is more useful in the financial area. Yeah. So this is your packed bubble chart. Okay. So any questions up till now? See, I would like to tell you that in this advanced charts, especially in Tableau, there are many advanced charts. But I think so for today's session, I'll be able to cover around 5 or maximum 6 this charts. Yeah. But definitely there are many more. Okay. There are also some custom charts which are available in Tableau. Yeah. Whatever I'll be showing you, these are all the, yeah, definitely they are known as advanced charts, but still they are available very easily. But you can also go for some custom charts. Yeah. So custom charts, you have to do a lot of, I would say, practice for that. Yeah. It is not so easy to create those custom charts, and it also requires more time. Normally this packed bubble chart, as we have seen, that we can cover within, let's say, for example, we can prepare within maximum 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, so still it is very easy. Okay. Okay.
Can I ask one doubt?
Yeah.
See, there is one label that you have added, that is market. Okay, if I'm going to remove that label, my diagram gets changed, but then I don't see any as effect over there. Like if I'm going to remove that market, my diagram gets changed. That one.
Yeah.
If I'm removing it, still I'm getting the same info. If I'm adding it, still I'm getting the same info.
No, but you don't have to change. You don't have to remove this one. You have to remove this T. This market, okay, and which is having the symbol T. If I remove it.
No, that's now, not that one.
No, but what is?
Not T, but then the second market one, if I'm removing that label, detail. When I'm removing the detail, not label, but when I'm removing the detail, my diagram gets changed. Okay, but then I'm getting the same information even if that market is there or not there. So what is the use of that?
That is because that we are having these labels over here. So let me do one thing. Let me also remove this label of market. Now you see this thing. Now we are coming to the original one. Yeah. So you are able to get that earlier form because that label was there still. Yeah. If you remove this label, now we are having this simple category only. That's all. Yeah.
No, not label, but the detail.
Yeah. I'm putting again. Okay. Now, if I remove this market from this detail, okay, then you are able to see this change. Yeah. Yeah. So what is your question? Like your question is that still you are able to see this market over here. Yeah, hello. Hello. So what I think so. I don't know whether the participant is still there or not, but what I can say that currently, whatever you are able to see this thing, it is because of this label only. If I remove this label of market, then again we are having the same category only. Yeah. So that is the thing. If I again put this market in the detail area, then again I'm having the same thing. And then if I put the market into labels, then I'm having the same thing. Okay. So if I remove just the detail from here, then still the market is there available in the label also. Okay, so let us go to the next chart. Now the next chart is known as Pareto chart, and this is also a very, very important chart. Now I hope that you must be knowing the Pareto principle. Yeah, that is 80-20 principle. And yeah, if you don't know, then just to give you a brief background, that is 80-20 principle means it says that say for example, if you are carrying out some work and if you are getting some kind of success from it, then it is said that based on this 80-20 Pareto principle, it is said that your if you do or you can complete your 80% of your work in 20% of your time. Yeah. And sometimes your 20% of your work takes 80% of your time. Yeah. So that is how we are using this Pareto principle, 80-20 principle. Now the same thing we can also show in the form of a chart. So that is known as a Pareto chart. And here it says that it contains both bars and a line graph, where individual values are represented in descending order. So here we are having these bars and they are shown in the descending order, and the cumulative total is represented by the line. So this is also, we are having a line over here. Yeah. The length of the bar represents frequency or cost, that is time or money, and are arranged with the longest bar on the left and the shortest on the right. Okay, it visually depicts which situations are most significant. Yeah. So here it is showing us, say for example, this 80% here, it is telling us that this button defect, this is having the maximum defect compared to the other defects. Yeah, 80% of the things it focused over here. So now how to create this Pareto chart? So let us go back to the Tableau, and in Tableau we create another sheet. Yeah. Now over here we put the values. So let us first of all drag the subcategory now. Yeah, we select the subcategory and we put it in the columns. Yeah, we select the subcategory and we put it in the columns. And then we select the sales and we put it in the rows. Sorry. We select the sales and we put it in the rows. Okay, so in columns we are having the subcategories, and in the rows we are having the sales. Yeah. So here we are able to see a simple column chart over here. Yeah. Now currently you can see that here it is showing us based on the ascending order of the subcategory. So it is starting from this accessories and it is going towards the tables. So it is showing us in ascending order of these subcategories. But I want to see all these bars in the descending order. Okay, starting with the highest and going towards the lowest. So how to do that thing? Yeah. So what we do, that we click this subcategory. Yeah, in this subcategory we click this drop down arrow, and then here we are having this option known as sort. Okay, we click this subcategory, drop down arrow, and then we click on sort. Now over here, it says sort by. Now sort by, it says data source order. Now here we click, and instead of data source order, I select field. Okay, sort by field, because I want to sort it with the help of a particular field. So I click on field. Okay, now the field name is sales. Okay, I want to have say all this sorting based on the sales field, but here instead of ascending, I go for the descending. Okay, in the sort order, I select descending because I want to start from the highest and go towards the lowest. So sort by field, sort order is descending, field name is sales, that we are keeping it as it is. If you want to change, maybe later on we can change it. Instead of sales, yeah, we can do another thing also, but here we have definitely on the y-axis we have taken sales only, so it makes sense. Then aggregation is sum. Okay, so we are doing like this, sort by field, and sort order is descending. Now once this is done, we remove this block. So now our bar graph is ready. Okay, now we have to create that line, yeah, this particular line over here. So to create that line, we have to, now what we want, that in the same chart we want to have two charts, yeah, two things, bar graph as well as the line chart. Okay, now here we are having one y-axis already of sales, and x-axis we are having the subcategory. Now if we want to create another chart in the same area, then we have to have another y-axis over here on the right hand side. On the left hand side we are already having one y-axis. Now we want to have another y-axis over here on the right hand side, so that we can create another chart over here in the same area. So to do that thing, what we do, that we select the sales, yeah, and we drag that sales, sorry, we select the sales and we drag it, and we take it over here on the right hand side of this thing. Okay, when you put your or say when you drag these sales over here on the right hand side, you can see that there is a dotted line on the right hand side. As soon as you see that dotted line, you just release your mouse button. That's all. Okay, so again I'm repeating. What you do, that you select this sales field again, and you drag it on the right hand side of this your bar graph, and as soon as you see this dotted line on the right hand side, yeah, you release your mouse button. So now what you are able to see, you are able to see two y-axis. One y-axis you are having on the left hand side, that is for the bar graph, and the another y-axis on the right hand side, that is for the line chart. But currently this is not showing us properly. Yeah. So now what we have to do here, below where we are having this color, size, label, detail, tooltip, below this you are able to see that we are having these two sum of sales. Yeah, two sum of sales over here. Now the first sum of sales is for the left hand side, the second sum of sales is for the right hand side. Yeah, so let us click the first sum of sales. Yeah, we select the first sum of sales. Now here we are having this automatic chart. Instead of automatic, I select bar. Okay, so what I do, I've selected the first sum of sales over here, and here where we have to select the chart. Instead of automatic, I have selected bar, yeah, for the first one. Okay, so now we are having again this bar graph. Now for the second sum of sales, you click on the second sum of sales, and here instead of automatic, yeah, you select line chart. Okay, you select line chart instead of automatic in the second sum of sales. Yeah, so now we are having the bar graph as well as the line chart. Now here we would like to have this kind of line graph, yeah, or line chart. So here what we will do that in this second, now here on the top side we are seeing this category. In columns we are having the subcategory, and in the rows we are having the sum of sales and sum of sales, 2 times sum of sales. The first sum of sales is for this bar graph and the second sum of sales is for this line graph. Okay, now we want to click the second sum of sales over here on the top one. Yeah, click on the second sum of sales and click on this drop down arrow. Yeah, click on the drop down arrow. Now you go below and you select this one, the add table calculation. Yeah, you click the second sum of sales, the drop down arrow, and go towards the add table calculation. Yeah, click it, add table calculation. Now here we would like to do a particular calculation. Okay, so calculation type, it is here in the calculation type below, it is saying us difference from. We click on it, and now here we click running total. Okay, in the calculation type we click running total. Okay, so calculation type is running total sum. Okay, now below we are having this add secondary calculation and show calculation assistance. Now show calculation assistance, that is already tick marked. Now we have to click this add secondary calculation also. So click this, select this add secondary calculation. Yeah, add secondary calculation over here. So now on the right hand side we are having the secondary calculation also, and in secondary calculation you click this difference from. Yeah, difference from, and here you select percent of total. Okay, you select percent of total. Okay, so in primary calculation you have selected running total, and in secondary calculation type you have selected the percent of total. Okay, so once this is done, okay, we remove this box, and now we are able to get this our line, this line chart. Okay, so normally what it is showing us that it is like a running total. So as soon as we go above, it is calculating all those totals and then it is adding up. Yeah, you can see that what is the percentage of total running sum of sales. Okay, so it is increasing over here. Yeah, the last one is 100%. Yeah, now here in our chart we are able to get this. Okay, in our line here the line is having the red color. So in our chart also, if you want to put this or if you want to have this line as a red color, then here in this sum of sales, yeah, on this in this area where we have changed the chart. Now in the second sum of sales, where we have selected the line chart, there we click on this color. Yeah, in the second sum of sales we click on the color, and by default you can see over here that in my case it is blue color. In your case also definitely it must be blue. Instead of blue, say for example if I click red color, yeah, red color. So now we are able to get this red color line. Yeah, whatever color you want to select, you can select over here, but this is how you can change the color of this line. So this becomes very apparent. Yeah, now here what is this say this Pareto principle over here. Now as you can see that if we on the right hand side we are having this 80%. Yeah, so 80%, it says that the 80% of sales it is coming from these 4 subcategories. That is the Pareto principle. So company should focus more on these 4 subcategories, that is phones, copiers, chairs, and bookcase. Okay, this is what is Pareto principle. And then the rest 20% they can or say 20% of the sales they get it from the other products. So these 4 products are, I would say that they are more important for the company from the point of view of sales. Yeah, so they should focus more on these 4 subcategories rather than all these other subcategories. Yeah, so this is what we mean by this Pareto principle. Yeah, phones, copiers, chairs, and bookcases, these are very, very important subcategories for a company. Yeah. Good. So I hope that this Pareto principle is clear. Yeah. This is known as a Pareto chart. Okay. Now the next chart that we'll be taking is waterfall chart. Okay, as you can see over here that we are having this waterfall chart, and what it says, it displays the cumulative effect of sequentially introduced positive or negative values. It shows how an initial value is increased and decreased by a series of intermediate values leading to a final value. It is widely used in finance sector to exhibit how a net value is arrived at by breaking down the aggregate effect of positive and negative contributions. So here, whenever we are, say for example, if you want to see the sales or profit, say for example, profit over a period of time, and if you want to see that, okay, how much, in which period it increased and where it decreased and what was the duration or what was the length of that increase or decrease, then definitely we can see this this waterfall chart. So it will start from one particular level and then it will go to one particular level. So this is how we can use this waterfall chart. Now let us come back to the Tableau, and now we create that waterfall chart over here. So in sheet 3 here, sheet 3, I write down Pareto chart. So sheet 3 is your Pareto chart. Now I click on the next sheet, and there we'll be creating the waterfall chart. Okay, let us write down the name directly over here, waterfall chart. Okay. Now to create a waterfall chart, let us start putting the data over here. So the first data that I'll be putting over here is subcategory. I drag it to the column. Okay, I select the subcategory, drag it to the column. Then I select the profit and drag it to the rows. Okay, I select the category, I put it subcategory, I put it in the columns, and profit in the rows. Okay, so here if we normally see this column chart, then we are able to see that we are having all these categories. Most of them are giving us the profit except the last one, that is the tables. Yeah, so tables is giving us a loss. Yeah, here it is showing us minus 64. Yeah, 64,000, that is, it is loss. Yeah, but the rest are showing us the profit, but it is increasing and decreasing. Yeah, it is having the different things over here. Now, to create a waterfall chart, first of all, what we do, that where in the rows where we have put this profit, yeah, sum of profit, we click on it, drop down arrow, we click on the drop down arrow, then we go below and we go to this quick table calculation. We go to the quick table calculation, and here we select running total, the first option. Okay, running total. So it is giving us some kind of addition, and then it is giving us all these different bars. Yeah. So overall, you can see that here there is an increase, yeah, in the profit, and just in the last one we are having a decrease. Okay. So this is our running total over here. Yeah. Now let us create the waterfall chart. Okay. So first of all, to in this area where we are having these marks, okay, now instead of automatic, yeah, instead of automatic, I select the Gantt bar. Okay, in the automatic I select the Gantt bar. So now here we are able to get this, the tip of every that bar. Yeah, whatever we had created that bar. Currently, when we selected this Gantt bar in this chart area, then here we are able to see that these are the I would say the top area of this every bar. Yeah. So this is done. So our top area is done. Now we want to create this some kind of bar which is showing us the say how much profit was generated or how much loss it was generated. So we would like to create this kind of bar over here below. Yeah. Now as we are having the highest value, and now we have to go below. Yeah. So we create a measure, and that measure is known as negative profit. Okay. That measure is known as negative profit. Because why it is known as negative profit? Because we want to go downward, yeah, from this particular I would say the bar, we want to go downward. Yeah. So let us create one measure. So to create measure, we know that in this where we are having this search option on the left hand side, we click on this drop down arrow. We say create calculated field. Yeah, we have selected this one. Now in calculated field, we give the title negative profit. Okay, negative profit. Now negative profit is equal to simply minus and profit. If I write profit, yeah, just double click profit. Yeah. So negative profit is minus profit. Yeah. So it is going below. It will create a bar which will go downward. Yeah. That's why we are writing it as minus profit. Yeah. So the calculation is valid. You click on apply. Okay. So now in the measures area, we are having this negative profit. Now what we do, that we want to create our size of this bar over here will be based on this negative profit. So we drag this negative profit and we put it in the size. Yeah, simply what we do, we drag this negative profit and we put it in the size over here. Yeah. So now here we are able to see these bars, and it is showing us the how much profit it has generated. Okay, though it is here in if you can see my tooltip, it is showing me the subcategory, then the running sum of profit, and then finally it is showing us the negative profit. Now negative profit, it is showing us in minus. Yeah, so it means it is profit. Reverse you have to see. And over here, if you see the last one, that is the tables. Yeah, negative profit, it is shown in plus sign, plus 64,083. Yeah, so it is loss basically. Yeah, so this is how we can create a waterfall chart. Okay, so here we are having, here it is starting with the accessories, Then where the accessories profit is ending, there the second profit or say the profit of the appliance is starting. Then where the profit of the appliance is stopped, there the profit of the art is showing. Yeah. So this is how it is increasing over here. And then finally, for this table subcategory, it is decreasing. It is coming down. Yeah. So this is how we can use this waterfall chart. Now, if you want to make it little bit, I would say colorful also, then what we can do that we can click this profit. We can select this profit and put it in the color. Okay, select this profit, simple profit, not negative profits, profit, and put it in the color. Yeah. So now here you can see that everything is blue over here, though there is a different shades of blue. This is the having the highest profit. Yeah. So it is showing us the dark blue color, and the size of this bar is also very large. Yeah. And here we are having this orange color, so it is showing us the loss. Yeah. Now here, if you want to change these colors from, if you don't like this combination of blue and orange, then we can definitely select over here in the edit colors. We can change this thing, and this is how we can create a waterfall chart. Yeah. Yeah, there is a question that why can't we create the measure as just profit instead of negative profit? Then the bar will be above it, right? Yes, then it will be above, and then it will not show us the correct one. Yeah, because we have already taken the maximum top level by selecting that Gantt bar. Now we want to go downward. Yeah, as we want to go downward, that's why we are using that minus profit. Yeah, if we take simply profit, then it will go above and it will show us a totally a different information, so which is not correct, I would say. Yeah, so that's why we are using this negative profit, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so okay, yeah, thank you, madam. So this is our waterfall chart. Yeah. Now, what I would recommend you that because the another topic, that is the dashboard and stories, I would say that that is also very, very important, and it will take a time to complete that both the topics. So maybe we can end up this session now. Yeah. This advanced charts in Tableau. There are still two more, but definitely what I'll say that let us take a break of 10 minutes, and then we come back, and then we start the dashboard and stories, because in dashboard and stories there are many things to be covered, and I feel that that is much more important for all of you. So maybe if everybody is fine with it, then let us take a 10 minutes break. And yeah, currently I think so in your watch it should be around yeah, 11, 20, 21. Yeah, so let us come back after 10 minutes, and then we continue with the session. Yeah.
Thanks for your brilliant session, sir.
Yeah.
Dear participants, let's take a break, and I request you to join for the next session on dashboard stories by 1:30 a.m.
By 11:30 a.m. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And someone wanted to see this Gantt chart. So this is the Gantt chart. Yeah. Okay. So let us come back after 10 minutes. Yeah. We take a break of 10 minutes and then we'll be back.
Thank you, sir.